If you're building apps solo, then this video is for you, because today I want to talk about how you can massively reduce cost and complexity of building basically any app with good old Postgres. Postgres can replace SQS, MongoDB, Elasticsearch, PineConeDB. So in this video, let's go through the top 5 ways you can use Postgres to build basically any kind of app. First up is vector databases. So if you're building any kind of AI search or chat to documents like PDFs, typically you might use a third-party tool like Pinecone, but they just recently increased their prices to a minimum of $50 a month, regardless of usage. And most of my apps were on that service, so my costs suddenly skyrocketed. So I've now moved everything over to an extension called PGVector, and you get all of the same functionality out of the box and the same performance as well. So we take a long document like a PDF, we chunk it into parts. For each part, we create a vector using a service like OpenAI. We save the vector and the text into Postgres. Now we can search for something like which penguins live in the North Pole, and Postgres will be able to find the exact chunk which matches our query. Next up is queues. So if you want to decouple any kind of system and have services running in the background, then you need queues for that. And typically you'd reach out to services like SQS or RabbitMQ, but you can actually do the exact same thing with Postgres as well. We create a table where each row is an item in our queue. We create a queue helper to add data to the queue, then a listener to take items from the queue. The crucial step is this SQL, which means even with many workers processing jobs, only one could ever pick up a single job at a time. Without these, the same job could get picked up by multiple workers. So next up is spatial databases, and Postgres is already pretty much the gold standard for these kinds of tools. And you can download huge data sets like the flood zones for the entirety of the UK to build apps like this, where we can see the flood zone on Google Maps. First, we enable or install the Postgres extension, then we can load our data in and perform spatial queries to find only results in a given radius. If you're already using Postgres and you need to store unstructured data, you don't need to introduce a new database like MongoDB. Postgres has a field type called JSONB, so you can just store unstructured data directly into Postgres, and you can query the fields within that data as well. You can set the column type to JSONB, store your JSON, then use SQL like this to query against that JSON directly. Next up is search, and a lot of teams would turn to Elasticsearch for this kind of thing, but Postgres already has efficient full text search built in. First, we create a TS vector column from the text we want to search, like maybe the title or body. Then we can add a gin index so queries stay fast even with large datasets. Finally, we can run queries like this, which return ranked results based on how well the text matches. Now, next time you think you need an external service, then just ask yourself if the problem can already be solved with Postgres, because this is just a small subset of what it can do. I also just launched my own SaaS, which uses queues exactly in the same way that I mentioned in this video. So if you want to see a full breakdown of that, then there's a video right here. But hopefully you found something in this video useful. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.